Hey, great news. If you're a first-time home buyer, I'm going to talk to you about a new grant program that can be 100% forgiven after 5 years. So stay tuned. If you'd like more information about loan programs, please subscribe. Also, everything that I'm going to discuss in this video will be in the comment section below for you. But I'm using Waterford, Michigan for this grant program analysis, but this would be for low to moderate income people and at basically the first time home buyer price range. So here in Waterford, we're going to see that we have the price per square foot has been coming down somewhat. Average days on market is increasing. Price decreases have only been about 42%, 33% is normal. Very few properties are getting relisted, about 9%. 10% is normal. So that does mean that likely these houses are being sold and they don't need to relist it. Market action index is basically still showing that is somewhat skewed towards sellers, but that's basically because there's not a lot of inventory out there. We're going to just take a look at that here. So 3 years ago, before the pandemic, there was about 150 units for sale, and right now we are at about 85. Now Zillow will show you higher, but a lot of those properties are under contract or contingent on the sale of someone else's home, so those are really not available. And then you're going to see here we are getting some new inventory. So this market is a little bit more balanced than others. A lot of other markets, the houses are not coming to the market, they're just being sold. So this is definitely good news if you're looking in the Waterford area. Another tool that we give all of our home buyers, and both these tools work all across the country. We can lend in most states, almost all states, but most states. Waterford, you're going to see here, is still at this price point showing that it's kind of a seller's market. There are other markets that may be less competitive. This is a good tool that can show you that visually. And then I picked a home that would be kind of in the sweet spot for this grant program. Now, this particular product, this home I think actually did have a recent price reduction. And then you also get a widget with us that will help you put in your info on Zillow, and then it will tell you potentially whether it's a good buy. Of course, you're going to work with your realtor and defer to them, but this would be the type of home that if you qualify for this grant program, then you would potentially be able to get this house for as little as $1,000 of your own money into it, or a gift from a family member would also be acceptable. We would consult with you about how this would all work. But then we're going to just kind of take a look at this. So here's how the numbers would shake out if you did buy that house at full price and you did qualify for the grant program. Your cash to close, again, could be $1,000 of your money from your bank account or potentially a gift from a family member. If we did not get any money from a seller to help lower the payments, you would be somewhere in this ballpark with taxes and insurance and mortgage insurance on a 3% down product. And if the seller was willing to concede what are called concessions or closing costs, it could potentially go into an escrow account for you to offset your 30-year fixed rate mortgage. So you would be at something like this rate, but your payment for the first year would be 4.5% in this case, and then potentially then it would be 5.5% in the second year, and then you're back to the 6.5% for the 30 years. And again, at the time of this video, that's where the rates are. Things change daily, so again, reach out to us. But again, this is the big one here. You can get in with about $1,000 of your own money, buy a home. If you're a first-time home buyer, that's defined as someone that has not owned a home in the last 3 years, and your income qualifies based on the county that you're looking in. So again, we're going to have some of these tools below. The grant goes to $12,500 and $15,000 after late February, so you need to get your applications in now. We need to take a look at all of your information, see if you're going to qualify, and then we would have to get you in queue because I do expect a lot of demand for this grant program this year, and we'd love to work with you. If you have any questions, go ahead and reach out to us or start your application below, and we would start out with a soft pull, which will have no impact on your credit report or your credit scores. and then we would go from there. Okay, thanks. Looking forward to working with you. Bye-bye.